Hi everyone, this video is on exercise 9b, question 7d. So in this triangle, we want to actually this is a compound shape and we have two different triangles and we want to find the values of x and y. Right, so we can first start with finding the value of x because we are given this angle which is 78, so we can easily find this angle which is basically 180 minus 78. So that's the first step. And that gives us 102 degrees. Now we have this angle which is 102 degrees. So we can use that, and also the fact that we can use the sine rule, because in order for us to use the sine rule, we need to have two pairs of angle and the opposite side length basically. And obviously out of the four components, three of them are known and one of them is unknown, so we can find the unknown one. And in this case, we have 6 and the angle opposite to that, which is 102 degrees, and we have 5 and the angle opposite to that, which is x, and we want to find x. So the ratio in this case is going to be, or actually the equation, sine x over 5 is equal to sine 102 over 6. Again, so here is 6 and here is 102 degrees, so that's why we have sine 102 over 6 and then sine x over 5. Right, so at this point, just a simple equation. So we arrange the sine x is equal to sine 102 times 5 over 6. And now we need to work out the value of x. So obviously we need to take the sine inverse of the right hand side. So once we get the sine inverse of the right hand side, the entire thing, we get 54.6 degrees to three significant figures. Now that we have the value of x, then we can now work out the value of y. So in this case, in order to find y, now remember that we have this angle and we also have x, so we can basically add up x10, this angle which is 102 degrees, and then we can subtract that from 180 to find angle A. Because if we have A, then we can use 10 and A to find D, and once we have D, we can use another sine rule to find the value of y. So first we need to work with angles. So as I said, we first begin by doing 10 plus x plus 102, and then we have 180 minus the answer of that. So that's the first step. So for the first step, we have, by the way, that's angle BAC. So 180 minus 102 plus 10 plus x, which is 54.6. So at this point, we just need to calculate this, and we get 13.4 degrees. So 13.4 is basically this angle here. Now we do 10 plus 13.4 and then 180 minus that to find the angle D. So to find D or ADB, we have 180 minus 10 plus 13.4 and we get 156.6 degrees. And finally, we just need to use another sine rule. So we can do angle D, basically sine D over y is equal to sine 13.4 over 6. So finally, we have sine 156.6 over y is equal to sine 13.4 over 6. Alright, so we rearrange this and we have 6 times sine 156.6 over sine 13.4. And finally, the value of y is equal to 10.3 to 3 significant figures. I think it's in centimeters. Yeah.